thanks to everybody for being here. You know, anytime we can get together and cut a ribbon in Gulf County is a good day. This one is especially amazing in Gulf County because this is generational. This same building and the same office and the same practice moves from one generation to the other today. Congratulations, Daniel, and the whole team.
My dad started the practice. He grew up in Port St. Joe, and he went to University of North Carolina undergrad and then University of Florida graduate school, and came back and started this practice from the ground up, and we've been operating here ever since. There's several people in this office that still work here ever since my dad started. One of our hygienists, Amelia, actually, I grew up with her son. He graduated in the same graduating high school class as me. So we've always been coming in and out of these doors ever since we were kids. Whenever I took over the office, there was no really official problems, but there was things that I thought that could be a lot better. Nothing had been really changed with a big picture in mind. It's always been, oh, this new piece of technology has come out, let's add it to what was already there. And in doing so, it just kind of made everything look like it was kind of cluttered, in my opinion. I wanted to make sure that we did a remodel with the newest technology in mind so that everything looks like it's clean and simple and kind of elegant. My cousin actually was a rep for Henry Schein for a while, and I would reach out to them and they just never seemed that interested in helping me, and I ended up finding Design Ergonomics online. They actually seemed like they were interested and were excited to help, and that really is what made me kind of buy into their vision. I really liked that y'all had the interior designer as well as the installer, as well as the person that created the floor plans. They could all talk to each other directly. They were able to kind of tackle those hiccups that came up on the fly. So we used to have it where everything was cabinets everywhere. And everybody kept everything they wanted in their room, and everybody kept all of their stuff in a different place. So if anybody else tried to use that room, they were lost. We went through the clinical training. Angie Bachman, she got us all set up. That was something that was huge because you get all this new equipment and then you're like, what do I do with it? Because it's not the equipment they used before. You don't know what would be the most efficient way of setting it up. And she came in and just organized the entire sterilization area for us, helped us label it all. But tackling that was definitely something that I was fretting, and having her here that day to do that really was a game changer. We went full bore into the Desergo system. We're following everything to the T. She actually even came back a second time just to make sure that we had everything set up just like she wanted. We used to set up each room saying, oh no, we know that a root canal is happening in this room, and they'd get out all this stuff and have it set up at the table the morning of. Now it's, oh, we need a root canal, now we roll a cart in. Because I was kind of skeptical on, okay, what are we going to do all this stuff just with one cart? How they go about everything, and that you kind of have this home base. It's the most efficient way of doing things. It's proved to be true.
First person I'd like to thank is my wife. Starting this project, we had a baby at about the exact same time. So we had everything going on about as crazy as possible, and we made it through it, and this is what came out of it. Little Harrison's about as old as the new dental practice. I'd like to thank all of my staff. We stayed open during this entire remodel and made everybody want to pull their hair out and maybe even some of their teeth out. But we all got through it, and we think that our lives are a lot easier now that we have it done. And the last one I'd like to thank is all of our patients and everybody that showed up here. We wouldn't be able to operate if it wasn't for people in this community, people that need to have their teeth worked on. So thank you for showing up, and thank you for celebrating with us today. And let's cut this ribbon.
All
right.